Are you the type of person that spends all night fishing in a virtual game, but you like to watch YouTube videos? And sometimes you get distracted. It happens to all of us. That's why I'm here.
I shit these puppies out in less than 10 minutes. I was like Jimmy John's with a freaky fast delivery.
Dang!
I've stated multiple times that when I was making these gameplay commentary videos, I had this like mental checklist of things I needed to go through for these videos. So I would always spam the word nipples as much as possible because people
Okay, nipples. Remember, nipples.
liked when I said nipples. I would talk about cum as much as I possibly
Cum. Okay, remember, right, nipples and cum.
could fit into the video. And then I'd make sure to interject as many XD random sentences as my little noodle could cook up. So in that Halo Reach
Random sentences. So nipples, cum, and random sentences.
the quote that everyone really loved was, well, rub my nipples with sandpaper and beat my wiener with nitroglycerin.
Well, rub my wiener with sandpaper and beat my meat with a fly swatter. The lava is hot. Are you joking? Nipples. I was just about to record, dude. If you're not getting the expected rates that the old score RuneScape wiki says you should be getting, I want to show you how much GP and XP you could make if you were a real human who gets distracted by shiny objects. In this episode, we will be taking on a daring and dangerous challenge, taking on the most powerful fish in the sea, the anglerfish. I mean, that's not completely right, but we will be fishing these creatures for 10 hours and seeing the full breakdown of exactly how much GP and XP we can get. I'm going to be doing 5 hours of this with Spirit Flakes and 5 hours without. Spirit Flakes give you the chance of getting 2 fish instead of 1, and if you're going to use them anywhere, it might as well be the more expensive fish. Today, we are going to be rocking the angler outfit. Don't forget your angler gloves.
Wow!
I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's a really old meme. They don't exist. Nipple cum. Rada's blessing helps a lot. The higher the blessing, the more of a chance you have of catching 2 fish with a max chance of 8% at the elite diary level. And besides that, you can really wear whatever you want.
Welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway, the show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. That's right, the points are just like how wrong your girlfriend is when you're having a fight with her.
I just got done wood cutting, so my forestry backpack is on. You will want the dragon harpoon for that extra 3 fishing levels, and if you pay attention a lot and can hit the specials, you can go ahead and get the light bearer to recover your special faster. I don't pay attention that much, so every time I look at the screen, usually I have 100% special. The anglerfish are located in Port Piscarius in the northeast part of the beach right here. Whenever you use the Book of the Dead or the other teleport book and you go to Port Piscarius, then you're just going to run up and right over here, you're going to find the anglerfish. And then if you want to buy the sandworms that you need to fish the anglerfish, you can either get them right here or by yourself, or you can buy them for 9,000 GP for like a pack. And I think you get 100 in a pack. So, I mean, it's not that bad. It's really just a great time saver to buy it from the fishing shop. Now, according to the wiki, we should be getting around 193k profit, catching 150 anglerfish in 1 hour, gaining around 18,000 fishing XP. That is not very good, but you do make a decent profit compared to other things you could fish. No matter what, the XP is going to be super low, but this is more an AFK-ness and GP thing, I would say. I'm 94 fishing, and I would probably recommend 94 fishing before going there, just because they're kind of slow, and the XP is always going to be low, so you want to be higher level so you catch them faster. So right now, we are 3 hours in of the 10 hours. You must be licking my nipples on the backside of a hip. And I just want to see how many fish that we've caught. We've caught 720 in 3 hours using these Spirit Flakes. And that would be a profit of almost 1 mil in 3 hours. So, I mean, that's not really that bad. That's like 333k GP an hour, which isn't great, but I mean, for fishing. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start the clock back. As you see, we have 7 hours. We're going to start it and start fishing again. We only have 37 minutes left until we have fished for 5 hours, and I actually can't wait to see how many fish we've got in these 5 hours with spirit flakes. Excuse me, Captain. The nipples have landed. I think it's actually quite a bit. Quite a bit. It's actually quite a good bit. Come! And we are coming up to an end of our first 5 hours using spirit flakes to catch anglerfish. We're going to go see how many fish that we caught and then start the next 5 hours without spirit flakes. And go ahead and stop the timer, go over here. All right, so in our first 5 hours using spirit flakes, we have caught 1,139 anglerfish for 1.59 mil. And I mean, as far as fishing goes, that's not bad money. That means you would make 318, almost 319,000 GP per hour. But the downside of that is that I have only gained 93,000 XP in those 5 hours, which is not very good XP. All right, we have no more spirit flakes, so we're going to go ahead and start the timer. Click on the fishing spot, use our special. Okay, so I want to go ahead and discuss fishing in RuneScape. And like they did all these changes to forestry and made it so much better. I don't care what anyone else says. I think forestry is amazing, especially since they've taken out the items that it takes to cause the forestry events. All you have to have is your axe and your backpack. Anyway, back to fishing. If they would change fishing, not even change fishing, but like I'm fishing anglerfish and I'm getting 148 XP, whereas with the new two-handed failing dragon axe, I can chop like redwoods and get like 400 plus XP per log.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So it's just like the XP doesn't really match up, but I'm getting around like the same. Like fishing anglerfish is kind of like chopping redwood trees, in my opinion. It's pretty AFK and it's decently fast, but you don't get the XP like near the XP that I feel like you should get. But I will say GP wise, you're gonna make a lot more money fishing, especially like anglerfish are above 1k GP, whereas redwood logs are like 400, 500 GP, 600, it's something like that. But it's not near 1k is what I'm trying to say. So like I mean, I guess you're getting a lot less GP, or you're getting a lot more GP, but you're getting a lot less XP. But still, then the number really doesn't even add up because, like, 2 redwood logs, I believe, would make an anglerfish, whereas an anglerfish, it would take like 3 or 4 to get as much XP as a redwood log. And don't even get me started about mining because, like, we'll be here all day.
2 hours later.
I can't even. I mean, like mining's good. The mini games are good. The XP is not very good. I've like literally the only thing I could think of doing without just being miserable would be mining shooting stars and just AFKing them and just getting mining up passively, which is what I've been doing. And I mean, it's worked out so far because I've have 90 mining. Not all from that, but like a lot of that's from shooting stars. I just feel like they've updated a lot. Like they've updated woodcutting, they've updated mining, and like there's a good method to do at least AFK. I mean, there's actually a good method. Karambwans are really good. And here we are coming to an end of our 10-hour journey of fishing anglerfish. Right now. And I'm going to go ahead and run over to the bank and see how many we've caught. All right, after fishing anglerfish for 5 hours, we have come up with a total of 813 of them. And that is going to be a total of 1.17 mil. And I'm going to go ahead and get all the anglerfish out that we caught with and without the spirit flakes. And that is a total of 2.8 mil. Now, you do have to keep in mind that I was trying to pay attention as much as possible, but I get distracted just like every other human. And sometimes, there was probably 5-10 minutes of like AFK time, me actually not fishing in each 5-hour thing. So, and the difference is going to be 326 between spirit flakes and non-spirit flakes. That could have to do with maybe I went a little bit more AFK, because you're supposed to get at least 50% more fish with the spirit flakes. We used around 180,000 GP in sandworms. So if you take 180,000 out of 2.8 mil, you're going to get around a total of 2.64 mil, 2.65 mil. In my opinion, you probably should not do this for fishing XP. I mean, the money's not bad considering the other fishing methods you could do, but unless you're just looking for a good AFK time, this is pretty